Yeah, well, Joyce, we're not just talking about Uber and Lyft here. We're talking about those services that you have on demand on your phone to order things like food and drinks. There's been a lot of them that have been developed over time here in tech-savvy Seattle, and now the city council is talking about legislation to help regulate them. Pop up Postmates, call up Caviar, or dial up DoorDash. All apps, which, along with established rideshare companies like Uber, are now in the City Hall crosshairs.
So they want it both ways.
Ulysses Galvez is a military and gig veteran.
I needed something to fill the gap, to make ends meet.
And you know, most customers that I talk to...
Galvez says often, now he's making less than minimum wage.
I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I reach for my phone and I start searching for orders and start seeing if there's any orders that are available that are good pay.
I talk to the people.
A similar story from Mariah Mitchell.
I'm basically working from 4:30 in the morning till 10 at night, trying to survive and feed my family.
The single mother says it's how she juggles 3 kids and tries to pay the bills.
Basically, I'm not making ends meet with the rent costs, rising rents, electricity, the expenses I have.
They both testified today, encouraging the city council to craft uniform legislation for gig workers, like a pay floor of $15 an hour and expenses, tips on top, and a transparent breakdown of pay.
You saw some drivers cherry-picking trips to fit their narrative.
Michael Wolf represents a group of drivers who say they're happy with current rates and that the council left that out of today's discussion.
And I think that was done somewhat purposefully. But I do believe that there is room for improvement on regulations.
Yet even Uber in a statement says it is, quote, ready to do our part, noting similar discussions in California, and many drivers like the flexibility of the service.
I think that people would be willing to pay more.
Yes, it could eventually lead to a different pay structure every time you punch up an app, if and when the city makes a call. The workers' rights group Working Washington is pushing this legislation, and it does have ears in the council. Teresa Mosqueda, the council member, did lead today's discussion on this potential legislation. Working Washington is also saying that workers will march on the Postmates engineering office in Bellevue on Thursday. That's the story for now. Live in Seattle, Chris Daniels, King 5 News.